everyone, I'm Roberto and I would like to explain a few details on the 500 miles ride. This video was prompted by the numerous questions that we received on the subject, so I will try and be as clear as possible and clarify all doubts. First and foremost, the 500 miles is not a race or a competition. It is a challenge with oneself, as it entails riding your bike for 810 kilometers on your Harley-Davidson or your Buell. To complete the ride, you have 24 hours. The 500 miles are divided in legs, where the roads are mostly mountain roads, hilly roads, and a few state roads. That means the itinerary is rather challenging. Speed is not important, as all legs are calculated on traffic speed regulations. If you drive too fast, you will get to the checkpoint too early and you will have to wait for its opening. The checkpoint will remain open for 2–2.5 hours to allow all riders to have the logbook stamped, receive a new set of instructions and leave for the next leg. There will be no time to sleep, as one would normally do for 5, 6, 8 hours. Otherwise, one would arrive well past checkpoint closing times. However, there will be time to rest, as all checkpoints, 12 of them, are located at restaurants, bars, pubs, where one can sit down, rest, have a drink, or grab a bite. There will be 12 legs and a prologue, which will start from Parma dealership, and it will take you to the actual starting point of the ride. All bikes will gather up there and will leave at the same time, all of them. At the start of every leg you will be given a road book with the instructions to reach the end of the leg. At no point you will know the whole itinerary until the end of the ride. The road book is an A5 size, the same as the Swiss 500 miles, where we went. A new road book will be given to you at the start of every leg. You will also have this booklet, which will be stamped at the end of every leg by the checkpoint staff. You can see here all the stamps. This is the 500 miles. All those who successfully reach the end of the ride must have all the stamps and at least 810 kilometers logged. Whoever gets to the end with all the stamps but with less kilometers, well, that means that a GPS was used and clever dicks don't get the coveted pin. A few suggestions: winter riding clothes, anti-rain overall, and whatever you feel necessary to ride comfortably. One other important thing is to secure a road book holder to your bike. I'm going to show you a pretty basic way to do it, although it might be more appropriate for a touring. On a touring, the holder will have a shelter from the wind. So the important thing is to have the road book in front of your eyes at all times, as it will give you all the indications, step by step, on the road directions, where to turn and where to go. At the bottom of the road book page, you will find where the leg ends. This to enable you to reach leg end in case of serious problems arising during the ride. Once again, I must stress that the kilometers logged must be more than 810 to complete the ride. What happened next? After a few hours of riding, the sun sets, and sooner than we know, it's night time. So please let's have some special effects, hoping they will help you understand what happens. This is what happens. At night time, the roadbook is not visible anymore, and you need to be equipped with whatever gadget that can shed light on it. A light can be secured to the tank, careful not to scratch it, or you might use a LED light, string, or a torch. What I'm showing is a very common torchlight, laid on the tank, secured with a strong tape. I also have seen backlit holders, LED lights, book lights attached to the roadbook holder, battery-powered reading lights, and helmets with torch lights. The important thing is to have a light and enough power to make it last. It's the end of April, and I reckon the light should be needed from 7 p.m. to at least 6:30 a.m. I believe this is all I needed to tell you. If you still have doubts, you have our telephone numbers, our email addresses, so please feel free to contact us.